G's, yeah. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. Yeah, we already made it. Yeah, we already made it. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already made it. We got Shot, Dot, Malcolm, Chris the King, plus the Doc. You know that's like 4 G's. Sports Mind. Real world, real problems, real news, real sports. We gon' let you know right here on 4 G's. 4 G's.
What's going on? It's 4 G's back once again. Before we even get started, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button so every time we post something, you know what's going on. And always, thanks for viewing and subscribing. All right, I'm the OG.
I'm the King.
Hey, you know what it is. You got the Doc.
And I'm that pop. I'm that Drako, baby.
I won the match. I won the match. Oh my God, I won the match.
Yeah.
All right. Today's show is a little bit different. We're going to do an NCAA college football bracket. We got 10 teams. Me, King, and the Doc. Drake over here is here to judge, say who wins, and gives his comment. Oh God, did I just say that? Oh, geez.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he'll be judged by Drako, and by stats, records, body of work, coaching, stats, the whole nine. It's gonna be up to you, Drako, to pick the best team win.
Yep. It's this is the college bracket all time. Coach Drako is gonna listen to all of us. I got the 96 Sun Devils, the 87 Florida State Seminoles, and the 08 Gators.
Hold on.
As I was about to say, I think I got the 04. I have the 04 Trojans, the 95 Nebraska Cornhuskers, and the 85 Oklahoma Sooners.
And I got the 1988 Notre Dame. I got the 2001 Miami Hurricanes and the 2019 LSU Tigers.
All right.
All right, Drako, you heard the squads. We're about to put them in brackets, and the rest is up to you, all right? Here we go. Round one. We have the 96 ASU Sun Devils, which is number one in the bracket, versus the 88 Notre Dame, number 10 in the bracket. All right. Lower seed goes first. Number 10, Notre Dame, state your case.
Tony Rice, the Rocket. They ran through teams. Average margin of victory was 24.0 points per game until the Fiesta Bowl against West Virginia. Couldn't stop the run. Defense was stacked. Tony Rice was an animal, absolute animal. They're gonna be hard to beat, bro. That's his hands. They're gonna be hard to beat.
Okay. Hey, look, it's a good team, but I put up my Sun Devils, led by Jake Plummer, Keith Poole, Pat Tillman. I put them up against anybody. They went 11-0 that year, up until the Fiesta Bowl. They did take the L to Ohio State. They beat Nebraska, who, the Cornhuskers were huge that year. They went ahead and took them down in that season as well. That national championship came down to the end of the game. So I put that Sun Devil squad up against anybody.
All right. Drako, you heard the arguments?
I have a question for King. King, who did that team bring in the next year? How did they do the next year? Who did they recruit the next year?
As in what position?
Any position at all. How did their recruiting ranking?
That I'm not aware of, but enlighten me.
Okay, I'm gonna enlighten you. ASU brought in the number one recruit out of Texas by the name of Davaren Hightower, aka Coach Drako. So I got to give that one to ASU, baby. I got to give that one to him. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
Oh, yes.
You know what? There's nothing else to say. That round is over.
Hey, I pander.
That was the quickest round I think we would ever have. All right, here we go. Next round. It's my 04 Trojans versus the 92 Alabama Crimson Tide. Since no one really picked that team, I'm going to let the King and Doc state the argument for Alabama. I'm going to state mine for my squad, then we'll shoot it to Drako. Since it's 2-on-1 once again, you guys go first.
That's Bama. Roll Tide. Period. What was their record that year?
They were 13-0. They were 13-0.
What ball they go to?
They were the consensus national champion out of the Sugar Bowl. They beat Florida that year. They beat Miami in the Sugar Bowl, but they beat Florida in the SEC championship that year.
Who was their quarterback?
Ooh. Quarterback of 92 Alabama. Well, does Alabama ever put out a quarterback? I mean, first of all,
Hey, if I ask you what size shoe,
Barker.
Hey, if I ask you what size shoe you wear and you say black, that is not what I asked you. I asked you who was the quarterback.
They had Jay Barker. They had Jay Barker that year.
Okay, who was their back?
Chris Anderson.
Who was their receivers?
Yeah, Curtis Brown. Dabo Swinney. Dabo. And Prince Wimbley.
Oh, this is an easy argument for me.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
King, you got anything to put on that, or are you done?
No, I'm staying out of this one.
You want to stay out of this one? All right. All I'm going to say is start 13-0, the second team in history to go wire to wire, #1 in the country. I'm going to leave it right there because I'm going to save the rest of that for later arguments.
Who was their quarterback?
Matt Leinart.
Who was their back?
Reggie Bush and Lindale White.
Who was their receivers?
Dale Jarrett and Steve Smith.
Who did they play in the bowl game?
Oklahoma, 55-19.
And so, honestly, the only advantage I think Alabama has in this case is probably coaching. Because honestly, that SC team, you didn't have to be a good coach. They had too many athletes on that team.
Yeah.
So I'll have to go with the SC on that one.
Yeah.
I have to go with the SC on that one. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Woo! That was scary for a minute. I was just about to pick Bama. All right, here we go. We have the 08 Gators versus, oh my God. All I'm going to say is,
you.
I'm going to sit back. I'm not going to even say that now.
Drako, ask me a question. I shall answer it. Who was the quarterback? Ken Dorsey, quarterback. Willis McGahee, running back. Nahaj Davenport. You had Andre Johnson. Let's go to the defensive side right now. Man. Woo. Antro Roll, Ed Reed, DJ Williams, Sean Taylor, Marcus Maxey, Phillip Buchanan. Should I keep going or should I stop?
Who was the backup running back?
Well, the Najee Davenport.
I thought Davenport. I thought it was somebody else that played.
Oh, you have Frank Gore as a freshman.
Right. There you go. I'm helping you out, baby. I'm helping you out.
I'm sorry, and I forgot Clinton Portis too.
Yeah.
I want to apologize.
Yeah.
So disrespectful.
Yeah.
LeVar Scott. I mean, I'm done.
All right, Gator.
I think you might have even had The Rock on that team.
Right.
Hey, look, man. Hey, Tebow took the nation by storm with that team. He had Brandon Spikes on the defensive end. That team was led by Urban Meyer. Charlie Strong was the defensive coordinator. They went 11-1 that year, 7-1 in the SEC, and went ahead and won their national championship. And that was 2 of 3 in 3 years, or 1 of their 2 in 3 years. They beat number 1 Alabama and number 2 Oklahoma on the way to that championship. I mean, defensive style.
Tebow wouldn't have stood a chance against that Miami defense.
And none of those players had to go off into the WWE.
You better not throw. Stop it.
So who were the receivers for Florida that year?
They had Percy Harvin.
Ooh.
And they had somebody who passed away, right? What was his name?
For Cincinnati?
He just passed away like a couple weeks ago. He got shot or something.
I don't
The
know.
receiver.
I didn't know. I mean, I know they had Riley Cooper. Was that Deontay Thompson?
No. It wasn't him. It was the dude. I think his last name started with an L. I think he played for the Bengals for a little bit. Yeah,
they had Lewis Murphy, Carl Moore, Percy Harvin, David Nelson, Riley Cooper, and Deontay Thompson.
Well, I look at it like this. That Gators team, I think they had a pretty good season, but that Miami team, man, like I think they're damn near 40-some players off that team got drafted.
Yeah,
their starters and their backups, and actually their backups pretty much got drafted.
You gotta remember though that Gator team had Denoris Jenkins, Joe Hayden, Aaron Hernandez. The backup quarterback was Cam Newton. I think they both of those squads put some players in the league.
So out of both of those teams right now, who's still in the league? Who has the most still in the league from that team?
Frank Gore,
Cam Newton, Joe Hayden.
No, you can't count Cam Newton. You can't count.
Was he on the roster? Hold up.
No, you can't count that.
Cam was on the roster. He was the backup.
No, you can't count that, man. No, he did not play though. He did not contribute. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's just like saying when he took Auburn to the national championship, you might as well say Florida got another championship then. That's not how it goes. So for that, I'm going with the U.
Drako, when you talking about Terrell Roberts, he was a cornerback from the Bengals.
No, I'm talking about a receiver. I think he just got shot like at a party like last week or something like that.
We'll look that up and we'll
I think his name Jenkins, I think.
I'm not sure.
All right. We'll look that up and we'll let you know before the end of the show.
All right.
So you picked which one? OU?
The
Oh, I dropped them over there. All right. Next, we have Florida State 87 versus 95 Nebraska Cornhuskers. Is that all you're gonna do?
Hey,
is that it?
11-1, national champions. They went ahead and beat beat Nebraska in the national championship. Bobby Bowden led this team, and any team coached by Bobby Bowden back then was legit.
Okay. It was nice. That was 87 when you said FSU beat Nebraska, right? That was in 87?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when Nebraska was great.
Yeah, but there was also great in 95. Tom Osborne, Frazier, Ahmad Green. What should we go next? Record?
Go ahead. Hey, 11-1, national champion.
Won the title.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of people. Well, they had Lawrence Phillips, so we kind of throw that to the side. But 2 of them went to the league. Phillips was being one, and Ahmad Green, which we know what he did at Green Bay.
You know who they didn't have?
Huh?
You know who they didn't have though? They didn't have prime time Deion Sanders.
True, I give you that. But that's only one side of the field. We go to the other side all day.
Hey, defensive side, all that matters.
You sure? All right.
But Nebraska, that 95 year, what was the name of their defense? When they called the black shirts?
Yep.
So they had a pretty good defense, man. And their offense, Scott Frost. So what I'm going to, and also I'm kind of biased, like I said earlier. 95 was the first letter I got was from Nebraska and Coach Osborne, so I have to go to Nebraska.
Okay.
That's crazy. All right. That's not even fair, but I'm going to go with it because I think they were, hey, you have the 19 LSU Tigers versus the 85 Oklahoma Sooners.
What? Stop.
Why?
Who on that team can keep up with those wide receivers at LSU? I'll wait. Different segment.
That's why you're on the zone.
Who's gonna stop that quarterback?
Who's gonna stop the quarterback?
Right. Never mind that either. LSU was full of studs, man. That's just what it was, man. They were entertaining to watch. Very talented, very fast on both sides of the ball. I was impressed with watching them, man. They were tough. Very fast. It was like watching a track meet at a football game.
Yeah, I mean, it was cute. I like that. That. It was cute. That's the year they had a quarterback by the name of Troy Aikman, but that's not who I'm going with.
Time out real fast. It's like a Dallas Cowboy, like just subliminal message to Drako. That's dirty, but keep proceed.
Okay.
Might as well mention the coach too.
The reason I really Barry Switzer. He really wasn't a coach. He was a babysitter. But the reason I really picked him is because my homeboy played on the squad, Jamel Holloway. The first, what I would consider dual threat quarterback that I can remember. So, I give him that. Option quarterback. That option was a beast. Can't tell you the receivers, can't tell you the defense, can't tell you no ranking. They was 11-1, and they won the title. Beat Penn State 25-10.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I would never, ever in life have you testify for me in court if you don't have any evidence. There's just no way. You gotta have some type of evidence, man.
What evidence you want? Jamel Holloway, what you want?
No. You gotta have some type of records. You just can't. You can't go to court without no documentation, man. You got to have some documentation.
11-1, 7-0 in the Big 8.
Okay, you're doing a little better, but what I'm saying is the jury already went back in the room and making up their mind right now. It's too late. It's too late. My thing is that LSU team, man, they had guys on that team that had never even been heard of. And by the end of that national championship game, man, all those dudes were, having draft stock go up. Yeah. And the thing is, a lot of those kids didn't even have to play in those bowl games, man, and they chose to still play in those bowl games. That team, because if you think about it, the number 2 receiver on that team got drafted before the Blitnikoff winner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody even paid attention to that. He got drafted before the Blitnikoff winner. So that was kind of crazy. That LSU team, man, I gotta go with that one. I gotta go with the LSU.
Hey, I'm not even mad at you because that team was loaded.
They were loaded.
Hey, it says a lot about their cohesiveness that those guys could have foregone that bowl game, but they were like, "No, we're playing together. We're gonna finish this thing out."
Right.
All right. Next round, we got 96 ASU Sun Devils versus the 04 Trojans.
Oh, so
I already know what's gonna happen, Draco. You can't use because that's where you went. You can use something else.
Oh, I got a pocket full, man.
Okay, go ahead.
So okay, I would say they had 2 dominant players on the Trojan team, Matt Lyon and Reggie Bush. Their receivers were decent, but you got to remember that ASU team that had held Nebraska to 0 points that year. They had a safety by the name of Mitchell Freeman that had everybody scared to go across the middle.
Had
Pat Tillman. To me, I believe in the even ASU had backs. They had JR that was a Heisman Trophy candidate. You had Mike Martin, who was a senior member. He didn't even get to play the rest of that year because he had broke his neck.
Mm-hmm. Terry Battle.
SC had, I think SC was, I'll give them the tight end category. They had better tight ends that year. They had Lindell that year.
Heisman Trophy.
If it came down to picking a defense, I think it would have been a defensive game. I would have to pick ASU to defense to do a better job than SC's defense, because I think both offense was gonna score points.
Yeah.
I just feel like ASU defense was better than SC's defense.
All right. ASU moves on.
Go Devils.
Oh my God.
Homer. All right, here we go. Oh God. 01U versus 95 Nebraska. Oh Jesus.
Woo.
Man, that game would have been 109-0. That's I have to go with you on that. That was easy. That was an easy one.
I think that's the fastest we've been around.
Record.
All right. With the highest seed moving on automatically to the semifinals. That's to the finals, I'm sorry. That would be the 96 ASU Sun Devils. So now we got Chris. Do you even want to pick you want Drako to pick, or do you want to pick?
It don't matter. It don't matter. Go ahead,
right,
Drako.
It's the 01U versus 19 LSU Tigers. Who moves on?
LSU, man. LSU, they were just loaded, man. They were too. Honestly, if the part that I like about LSU was, man, even when they got, they never was really behind. But when things weren't going their way, if you just look at the sideline and look at their players on the sideline, they were never tripping. Like they weren't tripping at all. It was like no one could do anything with that team. If you got 6 damn receivers, man, you only got 4 DBs out there. You know, so what are you gonna do? Linebackers can't cover the receivers.
No,
That's just not gonna happen, man. And then remember the running back, he didn't even play like the last 2 games, then came back in the championship game. But they're out there just playing around, man, out there having fun. Odell out there giving money to people on the field, man. It was super cool, man. You know,
man.
LSU, man.
All right, so it's safe to say Tigers move on to the finals. All right, here we go. Here we are in the finals. Gentlemen, we have the 96 ASU Sun Devils ranked number 1 in our bracket against the 2019 LSU Tigers, ranked 5th in this bracket. Gentlemen, is there anything else you would like to say on behalf of your teams, or should I give it to Drako right now?
Give it to Drako.
Yeah, give it to Drako. I mean, I think everything's been said. You know, both these team coaches had him playing.
All right, now, Drako, we understand you have a personal tie with this squad. Let's keep it 100. 96 ASU or 19 LSU Tigers? Who you got?
I'm going with SU. No, I said SU. It's not an L on the front and it's not an A on the front. So I'm just going with SU.
Celebrate on the board. Let's go. Come on, man.
Hey, I gotta go with LSU, man. LSU, they was just too dominant, man. Too like everywhere. I think all the way down to the damn placeholder.
That squad is just something else.
And their backups were pretty decent, man. Yeah, it's just man. They were too loaded. They were too loaded, man. And think about it. That team was actually having fun. Right. That team was having fun, man. They didn't give a damn what nobody was talking about. Nothing. The coach was a player's coach. Hey, man, he came from somewhere else. The quarterback came from somewhere else. You
saw Burrow smoking his stogies after the win.
Yeah. You know, but and it's the thing, man. But like I tell everybody, it's always fun when you win it. It's always fun when you win it. Always. So what's going to be determined is they got new quarterbacks in there, you know, new receivers in there. Now we're going to see if it's really the players or coaches. Because like we didn't discuss before, man, when you got athletes on the team, I can coach through Zoom. Hey, y'all just go out there. I'm going to be on Zoom and call the play and y'all go do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? I call it the Phil Jackson coaching thing. Like, come on, man, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do with that team, nothing. Yeah. Just call a play. You can call the wrong play. I compare that team to almost like a Tecmo Bowl. So you remember when you used to play Tecmo Bowl, if you call the same play, it's a blitz. Like even with that team on Tecmo Bowl, if you call the same play in a blitz, they were still going to score.
Yeah.
They were still going to score. It wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't even matter. Right. Yeah, and honestly, I don't think the game would have been close. I don't think it would have been close, man.
All right, well.
But my answer is SU.
SU.
SU. Okay, we got you. So in our first ever college NCAA football bracket, the number 1 squad is the 19 LSU Tigers. And that team was brought to us by the King.
The King.
Good
job.
I
got a question. I got a question for Drako though.
Yes, sir.
What teams did we actually leave out that you would put on that list?
Great question.
Hey, for sure that Clemson team that won the year before.
The 18?
With Deshaun.
Yeah.
That would have been.
I think that was 17.
That was like 16 or 17.
17. I would put that one in there. I would put now a team that I played against, man, that I thought could do nothing wrong, that I saw with my own eyes, was, you remember when Joy Harrington was playing quarterback for Oregon?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I think he completed every pass that I've ever seen him throw. It was like, but you know, when they got to like, you know, bowl games, they didn't do as well. That was a nice little squad also with Joy Harrington, that Georgia Bulldog team with Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
The Auburn team with Bo Jackson. What's another team? A team that jumped on the map, that Mike Vick team at Virginia Tech.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was that 01 or 2000?
I think it was I think it was 2000, because when they beat Nebraska and he ran all over the place. That one. That Virginia Tech team. What's another team that may be out there, man? Like all the Nebraska teams with Scott Frost, they did pretty well. That UT team with that beat SC in the bowl game.
Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
Vince Young.
Vince Young. Yeah.
That team. Yeah, man. I think them pretty much the ones that I would say that kind of had missed out.
Now, the only reason we had the 92 Bama, because we knew you kind of had to break it down because you just couldn't say Bama.
Yeah.
Do you think we picked the right Bama squad, or we should have picked like 96 or something closer to the 2000?
Okay, let me ask you this question. So, when did we start the playoffs for college football? Like this the third year? Would this be the third year?
I think this would be the third year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 3 years, has Bama won a championship in 3 years?
No.
No, right?
No.
Damn. Right. No.
So think about it. Right. So think about this. That playoffs hurt Bama, man. Because now you got to play into it. It's not just going off a ranking or winning a bowl game and all that kind of stuff. That playoff hurt Bama. That playoffs, that hurt Bama, man. Now you got to play. Now it's not going to be you win the SEC championship, go to your bowl game, and you know you're going to win that bowl game, and then you declare the national championship or whatever the case is. You know, now you got to play into it. Bama may not get back.
They did win.
When?
16. It was Bama, Clemson, and now the Tigers. LSU. Remember,
So was that they won the first year?
Bama, Clemson, then LSU. So yeah, they won one in the past 3 years.
They beat Clemson?
They beat Clemson because remember they played them 3 times in a row.
Right. Okay.
The first time, lost the second time, beat them the third time. Wait. No. Beat them the first time, lost. Yeah, so they only won one.
Okay, and that was the first year of the playoffs that Bama went, right?
Yeah, so that was like 16.
Okay. Right. Yeah, so I just think now that how schedules are, how the playoffs are going to be, especially if they go to a 18 playoff, that's extra games, man. And think about this. How I relate to that coach being like what's the coach in New England? What's his name?
Belichick.
Yeah, Belichick. You know, like kids that want to go there, you know, to go to the next level, but a lot of these kids, parents went to college and they want their kids to have a great college experience. So you're not really gonna have a great college experience along with playing football at Alabama, as compared to Clemson. Like if you go to Clemson, you got a good coach, good coaching staff, great players. You know, the atmosphere is great. If you get in trouble up there, you just a troublemaker.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to enjoy it. You know, so I just think Alabama, a lot of schools are catching up to Alabama, especially like when you look at facilities, location, coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like all these schools got kids going to the league. You got some schools that got 10 dudes get drafted off one team.
Right.
You know, so you know it just really depends, man. It just I think I honestly I don't know if any Bama team would have been in any of these brackets that we had today.
Okay. Well, that's fair. All right. So once again, congratulations, King. You got an acceptance speech for us?
I want to thank everybody. Coach Drako, appreciate it. I know it was kind of complicated going against your ASU team. ASU team. that hurts. I know it did. But I'm surprised that the Miami team didn't go as far. I think that matchup against LSU, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. Like I said, that LSU team was pretty stacked, man. They're in there to watch.
Yeah, they're next level. They were really next level.
Yeah,
I didn't know that the receiver Jefferson was a 2-star athlete coming out of high school and only had one letter. Period.
Crazy. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think I saw an interview or something like that when they were talking about it. Yeah. But hey, man, it's the part I hate about it all is all those kids that got drafted from the LSU team. None of them got to go to minicamp or OTAs or anything like that. So now it's going to kind of look like they may be flukes or whatever the case is. But you know, they need that work, man. They needed that work, and how camp and everything is going to go this year, man. Like I didn't talk to King about it before, you know, with the inside scoops on how everything going to be going. Hey, it's going to be hard, bro. It's gonna be super hard for those kids to catch up.
Yeah,
since you brought that up, I had that kind of brings on another conversation topic.
Right.
Do you feel that since there is no preseason, there's 6 weeks for training camp before they just go ahead and start the season? Or do you feel that should they even play the season or should they just wait?
Well, it depends on the person, man. Like if you a vet in the league, you not really practicing or playing in preseason games anyway. Right. What preseason is for is those guys that went 6-7 round and went free agent. You know what I'm saying? So really, in all honesty, man, so they took preseason games away and they took roster spots away.
Yeah.
Going into camp. So just imagine all the kids that got free agent to go to a team this year, you know what I'm saying? And then they've been training all this offseason, wherever they've been training at. And then last week, hey, we gotta let you go. We gotta let you go. You know, so that's the killer part, man. That right there, that one hurts, man. Because you never know. Think about all the free agents that came in, man, and became Hall of Famers. Or stars on the team. You look at Tony Romo, you look at Kurt Warner. You know what I'm saying? Just think, man, what they took away, 6 or 8 roster spots, something like that. Right. You know, just away from teams going to camp. And you know, preseason games, man, they're just like any sport. Some people are just gamers. Right. You know, they play well in the game. You know what I'm saying? And it's a difference when you got live bullets and you just got paintball bullets. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
right.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Chris.
I have a question. What do you think the state of Arizona football is going to take as of right now?
Man, if I could show you my text messages and emails about what's going to happen, and then another email will come through. Honestly, I think the governor wants to put it on somebody else. I think he wants to put it on somebody else to go ahead and give the go ahead, which I would too, because if I say, yeah, go ahead and play ball, and then we got kids dying, it's not on him.
Right.
So I would do just like he did. Leave it up to the ADs. If y'all want to go do it, y'all go right ahead. You can't blame me for that. And I think it would be different if this wasn't an election year. Okay. You know, so, you know, with all the elections and all that kind of stuff coming up, he just don't want to make the wrong turn right now, man. So Honestly, I don't know. I know a lot of schools are starting back practicing tomorrow. I'm talking about they starting tomorrow.
Right.
You know, we not starting back. Our head coach already said, hey, until I get a definite answer, we're not doing anything. You know, you got kids that's not even motivated, man. They don't know what's gonna happen. So if they say go ahead and come back, it's gonna be kids out of shape, kids getting hurt. You know, and all it's gonna take, man, like I told everybody, it's gonna take one kid to die, man, from anywhere across the country, and shit gonna get shut down, man.
Yeah.
Because if I had an A grader, that was playing Pop Warner football this year, he wouldn't play. You just gonna train for these next couple months because you're gonna miss 10 games of 8th grade year, and like we said before, it's 1 million state championships in 8th grade anyway. So, you know.
Wow. Okay.
Go ahead,
It's a
Ken.
good conversation.
Any more questions for Drako?
You know what? There is one more. With the fact that they did cut roster spots, but the fact that there's no training camp and people could probably get hurt, is it better for free agents to think that even if I do get cut, to stay in shape because I still might get picked up by that same squad?
Yes and no. You know, because if you think about it, what a lot of people don't understand is, like, when it comes to the 6th and 7th round, you would almost rather get picked up as a free agent than go 6th or 7th round. The difference is, you know, your signing bonus would be a little different, you know, like $10,000, $15,000 difference or something like that. But you may just be camp meat if you're going 6th or 7th round. If you're going free agent, you get to pick a squad where you think you can fit, where they don't have as many players at your position, and you got a better chance than you going in like, hey, I'm just camp meat, or I'm going in, I picked this spot. So if you pick this spot, now it's all on you. You can't say, hey, I got put here. I picked this spot. So that roster spot, man, that really hurts, bro. That I actually feel bad for a few cats, man, that put in all that work since January, February, man, and then this happens.
Yeah.
You know, like you got some cats, man, that, like, even vets, even some of the vets that's still not signed yet. Like, say for instance, like a Javion Clowney. Let's say you got somebody that's not his caliber, but always get picked up like in the middle of the year or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He probably just waiting around like, hey, I'm just gonna go somewhere in the middle of the year. Mm-hmm. Now, hey, we gonna pick somebody cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that we signed as a free agent, but we end up having not to bring them in. So it's a lot of twists and turns to it, man. It's a mess, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't even have a full season, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, it really hurt those bubble guys. Those on the bubble.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we finish this NBA season in the bubble. I'll be surprised too.
That's a whole other conversation.
I have one more question.
Go ahead.
So, for just back to the high school level, for kids that are juniors and seniors, so let's say seniors. So if they push the season back to January,
you keep going in and out. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. So if they push the season back for high school football to January, do you recommend seniors to play or just sit out if they have not committed anywhere?
It depends on where your recruiting is, man. Like if you a 3, 4, or 5-star athlete, man, and you already got 15, 20 offers on the table, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm like, for what? You know, playing because signing day is in February.
Right.
And unless the NCAA says we're gonna change signing day, which they're not gonna do.
They ain't gonna do that.
You know, so what's the purpose? Because what they're saying now is a lot of states are gonna start football in January, and then the championship game is like March.
Right.
You know, by that time signing day is over. So if I'm already, let's say I'm a senior and I'm already committed, why am I gonna play football?
Yeah.
What is the purpose? Now, if I'm a kid that's on the bubble and I got like some D3 schools looking at me and maybe a couple D2s, then maybe. But even then, man, like that's the part where you got to be real with yourself. Like if I got a kid, I'm like, hey, you're not gonna get any more D1. You are a D2 dude. If you're a D2 dude and you got D2 offers, go ahead and take one of them D2s. Because at the end of the day, man, nah. If I'm a 3, 4, or 5 star athlete and I already got offers on the table, nah, I'm not playing. I'm just not playing. It's just like for college. If they delay the college season to October, if I'm what's the quarterback at Clemson? What's his name? Trevor Lawrence.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
If I'm Trevor Lawrence, I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not playing, man. I'm not playing.
He's already consensus number 1.
What'd you say?
He's already pretty much the consensus number 1.
Yeah. I'm not playing, man. And I got a feeling he kind of sees what's going on too. Like I watch a lot of different moves that people make. If y'all seen last week, he got engaged, right? Y'all seen that?
Yeah, I did.
Check this out. He got engaged, so he already know what's taking place. He already know. Hey, I'm going to the league next year. You know, I want my old lady to know that she gonna be there. She been there since high school. You know, now if it ain't no season, I'm just gonna start training. Yeah, that's just what I would be on. I would just start training, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
That'll work. Well, Drako, it's always a pleasure. I think I won that bet with that joke out the gate because he came out the gate with it.
No, I said the bet. That was me.
I think I won the bet.
I can't hear nothing you said. Going in and
because
out.
I said, I'll bet you a drink. He gonna say something crazy within the first 5 minutes.
I said out the gate, and his introduction was out the gate.
Yeah.
I can't hear none y'all saying, man. It's going in and out.
Can you hear us now?
What? I can't hear you.
You can't hear us?
Nah.
Oh man, maybe that's a good thing.
I can't hear nothing.
We ready to sign off?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, like I said, thank Coach Drako for coming out, giving us his insight on college football. We really appreciate it. We know you won't be a stranger to the show. It's always a pleasure having you. You're funny as heck.
Yeah.
Drako is Drako. That's what it is. So
hey, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for supporting us. Please keep sharing. Have your friends share. Let's continue working up our subscribers. We're doing a great job with it already. So please subscribe. Hit that bell. That way you always know when we're coming on with our premieres. Hey, shout out today. I got 2 shout outs today. First off, my little man Roman, because he walks around and he sings our intro as soon as he hears it. He's singing it. So Roman, shout out, going to kindergarten, our little 4G Sportzer. And quick shout out to Sports Mom. You know what it is. Hey, 4G Sports, it's us. Shout out.
OG.
You did your shout outs, King?
Oh no, I thought you were about to go next. No, I give a shout out to the wife, the children, mom and dad, brothers, sisters, all friends and family. My grandmother up in heaven. It's an absolute blessing doing this show with you guys, and I enjoy every Saturday or Sunday we do these shows, and this is what I like to do now. Man. I think we found our niche in our bag, and let's keep doing what we do.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got to give a shout out to my brother. He races and builds remote control cars. And I do mean he races real cars, right? I don't know if you guys can see this. But this is our official 4G Sports RC racing car.
Nice. I love it.
So as he builds more, we will add photos to the site so you can see how it's going. And once he sends me video of it running around in the streets of LA, you will know you will definitely see that video. All right.
All right.
All right. So, and also the guy that did the shirts, once again, is my brother Ace King, the 4G Sports. And we have another, if you like this shirt, wait and see. We got more stuff coming. So yeah, you got shirts, we got the glasses. Hey, never know, we may have hats, drawers, socks, whatever else you may need. Headbands that said they showed up, but didn't show out.
My next shirt is gonna say, "That's so disrespectful."
So follow us, comment, share everything that you want on our social media. We're on all platforms: Twitter, IG, Facebook, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Everything is 4G Sports with a Z. You can leave comments for me, Doc, or the King at 4gsports@gmail.com, or you can also hit us up at Gentleman Sports on Facebook. All right. Once again, it was a great show. Congratulations to the King for the 19 LSU Tigers taking our first official bracket. So till then, see you next week. 4Gs, we out.